region is very beautiful, and it's one of the areas that offers rural tourism. But I would also like to mention the cultural heritage that you can see in Konavle region, especially Linđa, traditional dance that is very popular in Croatia, but nowadays it's getting to be more and more known during in the other countries. And it's important to mention the costumes that you can see on this slide. Other area that is surrounding Dubrovnik, it's only about 6 to 7 kilometers away from Dubrovnik, and it's called Župa Dubrovačka. You can see on this picture, but also among the dense cypress and pine woods, there are a lot of modern hotel complexes that are offering comfortable hotels, private beaches, and clear sea that you can see on the picture. I would say this is one of the ideal places for incentives. So if you have some kind of business that you would like to organize in Croatia, this area is very popular for it, because there are a group of hotels that can offer that service as well. Then an area that is very close to Dubrovnik, and I would mention it for a half-day trip for your clients if they're willing to see something a bit different. That is Arboretum Trsteno, which is one of the oldest Renaissance parks on our coast, so not only in Croatia but also in the Mediterranean area. Then going from Dubrovnik, Ston was one of the most important towns in Dubrovnik Republic, and as you can see, the monumental walls constructed between 14th and 15th century, which are about 5 kilometers long, are the second world's longest wall on the world after the Chinese walls. And then on the left side of the picture, you can see something very important to us, which is the large natural salt works, which are located at the base of the Ston Canal. And today, if you're willing, you can also participate in the harvest and in the production of the salt. So it's something really interesting to offer to somebody that is visiting Dubrovnik and the surrounding areas. And as Irena already mentioned, I will not go into details for Peljesac, but I need to mention it because it's a very important place for our region. Peljesac is a home to many wine growers and farmers, but also it's a home for these beautiful oases that you can see, the beautiful beaches, and it's really a place where you can go and enjoy sandy beaches, sunset, and just maybe diving in some of the locations around the peninsula. I would also like to mention here sailing, that it's possible because our coast is very divided, so you have a lot of islands in Dubrovnik-Neretva region, so sailing is something that is really getting to be more and more popular. So people are usually starting from one sailing all the way up the coast to other parts of Croatia as well. Going farther away from sailing, we are sailing to island of Korčula. My colleague from Tourist Board of Town Korčula, Ms. Hanna, will be joining us, and she will give you some more detailed information about Korčula. So it's been inhabited since prehistorical times, and we do believe that Korčula town on the island of Korčula is a birthplace of Marco Polo, so we are very proud of that as well. One specific region that I would like to get a bit more about it, because my colleagues will talk about Peljesac and Korčula, it's Neretva Valley. As you can see on the picture, it's untouched part of a nature as well today also, but in the past these small boats meant life for people that were living there, because it was they were using them as a type of vessel to go through the canals where they were producing vegetables and other vegetation that was there. But today these vessels are used in a racing of lađe. Lađe is the Croatian name for this vessel, and each year we have a marathon that's going through the Neretva River. So I know Irena told me that in Tel Aviv there is a lot of sport activities, and one of it is kayaking. So I'm not sure how the rules are about this, but maybe one day also people from Tel Aviv could participate, so we will see who will win then.
We will make the training camp there.
Yes, yes. But the training needs to be very strict, at least 2-3 months before the race. So very strict training. The other thing that I will mention for Neretva is photo safari and bird watching, paddling and kite surfing. So you can also do some type of active tourism there. And I believe these days, after the quarantine and everything, that would be very popular for people to actually to be more active on their vacation, not to only be on the sand and enjoying the beaches. So as I've mentioned, bird watching is something that is getting more and more popularity in the area, because there's 310 species actually living in Neretva region. Also, an idea for active tourism is also actually a harvest of mandarine. This is a small fruit similar to oranges. So each year there's a harvest and people can participate. So it's also a type of active tourism. And also you can participate, each year there's a contest in preparing stew from eels and frogs that are being cached in Neretva Valley. So it's also one idea as a day trip maybe to organize it for your clients. There's not only nature, there's also some history in Neretva. So I would only mention a small town of Narona, where you can see 19 statues and the remains of Roman temple Augusteum. One of the islands that we need to mention for the Dubrovnik area is island of Mljet, which is also a national park, and it's the greenest Croatian island. Which is of course beautiful. The beaches are so nice, but the interesting thing about the island of Mljet, it's an active holiday that you can have there. So biking, kayaking and walking around the island, it's something that it's getting more popular. As well, I would like to mention island of Lastovo, which is also a nature's park consisting of 44 islands, which is really beautiful. The people there are mainly fishermen, so it's really calm, in a place to just relax and enjoy it. And this is the picture of the sky above the Lastovo Island. Is that there's no pollution and there's no bright lights, because all small houses, so there's no big settlements in the island. This is mainly about the culture, the nature and everything, but we also need to mention the traditional cuisine, the food that we have, which is, I believe, the best in the world. Don't get offended, but of course we do have a really good Mediterranean type of cuisine. So I would mention from Neretva, as I already said, eels and frogs. Stew made there, it's something that you must try. And then when you're visiting Ston, oysters, that is something that Ston area is famous for. And if you're in Župa or Konavle, prosciutto, olive oil and cheese. And of course, with good food, we offer good wine from Peljesac region, especially red wine, Dingac. I believe that you maybe heard about it because it's one of the best known in the world. And then we have a Korčula with white wines, which is very also known in the region of Croatia, but also in the world. So this is how I will end my presentation. I wasn't going in the details because it will last for like at least 24 hours. So if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. And this was just to give some idea about the county and the area.
Hello, can you just
so is there maybe
please
questions, maybe something I didn't mention, maybe something?
Can you just put again the picture of Dubrovnik town, 1 minute, the slide?
Of course.
Possible?
The second. Of course, it's all the way in the beginning, sorry. Here you go.
Yes. No, Dubrovnik.
No. Dubrovnik, not Mljet. No.
I will do you publicity in the Facebook.
If you want, on our webpage, there's a lot of pictures that you can take. So if you're interested in maybe if you need some pictures or something, feel free to ask. It's not a problem. We always cheer for somebody who's just willing to put our photos out there. It's
yes, I will do a post on
And
the
all
seminar.
the presentations
Thank
are
you.
available. I have all the presentations. So I send it to participants who write me. I always send the presentation. So it can be very, very good for you also when you meet your clients to have those presentations. This is a very nice, I think, form of learning.
What about
And what about the opening of the borders? Any knowledge about this? And do you have maybe open borders also with the neighboring countries?
At the moment, the information that we have is that the borders are starting to get more and more open to everybody. So not only the countries in the region, but also to all the EU countries at the moment are open. Just the rules are changing every day. So at the moment, the information is that all the tourists that want to go in Dubrovnik or in Croatia need to have a form in one type of a paper where they have an information about the place where they will be situated when they enter the country, or if somebody's entering the country, if they have their own house or if they're in a hotel, they just need to have a paper where they will be staying during the visit. So that's for the moment. I would say that mostly the issue at the moment is the airplanes, because the connections are still not regular. So if you're traveling by car, it's fine, but the air traffic is still not 100% on top of it. So that's, I would say, the problem at the moment.
So, but tourists are already allowed in the country?
Yes, tourists are allowed, just they need to have that type of form that they have made a reservation or where they will be staying during the visit.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you, Nicolina. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. So please stop sharing the screen. And I would like to invite Thea. Thea, where are you? Yes.
Very good today.
Stay with us. Maybe you will have more questions. Okay, Nicolina.
Just give me a second to prepare my presentation. Let's go from beginning.
Can I ask something about Dubrovnik?
Yes, of course.
Okay, what's about the civilians, people in Dubrovnik? I heard about they don't like tourists anymore, like Venice and like Barcelona. How is it going to be?
How do you mean for the tourists that?
People, the people who lives in Dubrovnik didn't like so many tourists coming to a small city like Dubrovnik. So
no, we don't have an issue like in Venice that you have a regulation how many people can enter. Of course, it's difficult when there's a lot of people, but those photos that you were seeing on the internet, most of them have been made during the bad weather. So when the bad weather happens in Dubrovnik area, then most of the people that are on the beaches or relaxing are going in town to visit museums because it's not a good weather.
I'm sorry, as a moderator, I have to go through. Let us leave the questions also afterward, because it is so beautiful picture when all together, one after other. Yes, you have this whole picture, and all the questions we will ask after all the presentations. Agreed? Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. So just make the full screen, Thea.
Right.
Beautiful, yes.
So, I'm working in Corta Caterina in Peljesac region, exactly in Ore Beach. So this is my famous villa where am I working. So where is Peljesac? I put the map here from Dubrovnik, from nearest airport. Peljesac, I mean exactly Ore Beach is around 1 hour and a half driving by car. Peljesac is, like I mentioned here, 77 kilometers long with a long coastline of 200 kilometers. So I like to say, first stop on Peljesac is stone. I call it breathtaking first impression. Why? Like Nicolina mentioned already, the walls of stone. After that, my favorite thing is oysters. And after that, the harvesting salt tradition. After that, we have impressive journey on the famous wine road. Peljesac is very, very, very famous for the red sort of the grape. So on this road, I would like to mention a couple of winemakers. For me, one of the most important is Miloš Winery. He's doing the vintage wines. And after that, we have something brand, it's called Edivo Winery. It's a brand new thing on Peljesac. Why? They sing the boat, we call it Karaka. It's a typical from Dubrovnik region. So they sing the boat and they put the underwater winery. So you can go and dive your bottle. So they sell that wine in amphoras. After that, Kingdom of Plavac Mali on protected area Dingac. Dingac is a protected position for red sort of the grape in Geneva in 1967. Here I'm mentioning the Matushko winery in Potomje, one of the biggest basements on Peljesac, and after that, Saint Hills, nearby Potomje, around 10 minutes far away. So, Orebić. Orebić is the old maritime, it's not a city, it's not a village, let's go and say town. Why is Orebić important for Peljesac region? Because before 200 years ago, Orebić had more than 250 boats and more than 250 captains who were sailing all over the world. Here I would like to also mention some things in Orebić, what you can do. You have a, I will show you, can you see it, my mouse here? So this is the Maritime Museum, where you can go anytime during the day. So they're open almost 24/7. After that, we have an amazing monastery with all cemetery, with all captains' mausoleus, such as this one. After that, in the front of this, Mimbeli Square, Mimbeli was the old family, all captains' family. All of them, they're died, so we don't have any living member of the family. Also, this is the famous Geta Street with the typical. It's a typical street, such like they are in Dubrovnik. Also, what I would like to mention here is big mountain. It's a hill where you can go to hike with guided. I mean, it's a guided tours. Usually, my recommendation is not go by yourself. After that, the most important thing on this region is 8 kilometers far away, place called Vigani. Why Vigani? Because they have amazing conditions for surfing, for windsurfing, and for a kite. So also, like I know, in Israel, it's very also famous. So some of your guests will be very happy to try this activity here because it's windy all the time. After that, we have a lot of sailing tours, morning sailing, sunset sailing, or during the day. It depends on you. So I would like to represent the company where am I working. It's Corta Catarina. What Corta means? Corta is the old garden. Typical in this region with it's a typical, yes, a garden with a Mediterranean herbs from all over the world also. In this winery, we can arrange lots of tastings with a vintage red sort of the wines, and also our food paired with wines. I mean, food and courses. After that, we have 2 vineyards. One is on protected area Dingac, and another one is on protected area Postup and around our villa. Just give me, this is one video about accommodation here, about Villa Catarina. Enjoy, please.
So a beautiful combination of luxury, the sea, Adriatic Sea, wine, and perfect service. Just mention, please, that Tia, you are the only 3 hotels over Relaxas Chateau in Croatia.
Going next.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One is on island Korčula, 10 minutes by boat over there, and another one in Istria.
So also I would like to mention that that we are members of our association Relays and Chateau, headquartered in France for selected luxury properties. So we are the third one in Croatia. First one is located on Korčula, another one is on Peljesac here, and the third one is Meneghetti property on Istria. My colleague from Istria will probably speak about that. So we like to say it's a Croatian hospitality meets American attention to detail. So I'm going to show you our accommodation. So we have 4 double rooms, junior suites, 1 twin room, 1 single room suite, 2 double room suite. And I would like to mention about all of these suites, they are adjustable. So it depends on you. I mean, it's up to request. We can adjust all of them for your needs. About these hotel facilities, we have outdoor infinity edge swimming pool, outdoor jacuzzi with waterfall, indoor jacuzzi, massage, saunas, steam room, gym, private wine cellar with wines all over the world. What to tell about Croatian cuisine? It's a combination of a traditional Dalmatian cuisine with modern. It's, again, I can tell you, our chef also can adjust the cuisine up to you. So here in this property, everything is up to request before you are coming here.
Tailor-made, yes, tailor-made, yeah.
Yes, it is. And again, and the last thing what we can offer you, it is our yacht. It's called the Yacht Catherine. She's right now located in Croatia. So for any inquiries, you can always contact your agent, and we can give you the correct information. Also, here we are organizing the weddings, wine tours, lots of tastings, and I mean,
And just fun, yeah.
Whatever you need, you're reach our command. So do you have any question? Anyone?
Okay, we go on. Maybe afterwards the questions will arise.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Tea. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We already want there. We already want there. So please stop sharing the screen. And I invite Hannah from Korčula. Korčula I visited a year ago in September with Maya. Well, Maya showed me Korčula and I fall in love as in all Croatia. So please, Hannah.
Hello to everyone. Good afternoon and warm greetings from sunny Korčula. We would now see our presentation about the Korčula town and the island.
Hannah, are you here? Hello? Hannah?
Milost.
Yes, she froze.
I'm sending a message to Hannah that she disappeared.
Yes, she disappeared.
Yeah, Yeah, we will see what's going on. Irena, you got her presentation this morning.
Yes.
Can you maybe put it on, please?
Yes, I will
May I
try.
suggest in the meantime, I can visit her promotional video.
Okay, great.
Hannah, where are you?
Okay, she's waiting connection. So I will tell her that we will start, they lost the internet connection, that we should start the video. Okay.
So maybe then we will, maybe we will now,
He is the promoting movie.
Okay.
Korčula is one of the largest islands in southern Dalmatia. You can access it easily by car ferry or catamaran from surrounding islands or from Dubrovnik and Split. The town is the birthplace to the famous explorer Marco Polo.
Yeah, Hannah will tell us.
Spend the day sailing around to nearby islands where you can visit restaurants, private beaches, and explore historical sites. Just a few minutes down the road from Korčula town, you'll reach the village of Lumbarda. This is the only place on the island where you can find the famous white variety of wine called Gurk. You can't leave Blata without participating in a culinary workshop where you can learn to make their traditional cake. It is the largest producer of olive oil on the island, and I recommend giving it a try because it's been protected by the European Union. Vela Luka is for adventurers and home to the largest sporting event on the island. For the best beaches, you can take a 20-minute boat ride to the island of Proist. Hošćak was the first white wine protected by law here in Croatia. The island of Korčula should not be missed on a trip to Croatia, especially when you can have views like this.
Great. Thank you, Aida.
You're very welcome. Okay, Hannah, you can take it from here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
We would start with our presentation. The town of Korčula is on the island of Korčula. The town itself, it is only 2 hours drive from Dubrovnik or Split, with daily connections with both towns and the surrounding islands. The town of Korčula is one of the most, the best preserved island towns in the Mediterranean. It is actually the town itself surrounded by small places, very beautiful ones. We would now pass the another slide. One moment, please. There are some problems, obviously. There it is. The places are around the town. Very charming places, beautiful places nearby the town itself or a little bit further away. The Korčula town abounds with natural beauties as well as its own heritage. The small beaches are all over the island. There are mostly hidden beaches, but also there are some of them in surrounding of the town and nearby the hotels. Also, what is very special about Korčula, on the island itself, you can find your small secluded base in which it is easy to arrive from the nearby places by boats or by cars as well. The island of Korčula is also known about a very famous archaeological site called Velaspila. It is only about 40 kilometers away from the town of Korčula. Also, there are some other archaeological places and sites that are possible to see by tours. There is a wide range of excursions on the island and the town. Also, the town the whole island was called Korčira Melaina or Black Korčula because in history as well as today it was covered with the beautiful dense wood, and also you can see there are also very fertile fields on the island, thanks to which we have beautiful also the ingredients that are used in our traditional cuisine, but also a very famous autochthonous wines called Porship, Grk, and also we have very good red ones. Korčula town is famous for its rich history and cultural heritage. It is fortified medieval town and also protected intangible cultural heritage of the Republic of Croatia. In Korčula town, you can visit many venues for our guests, for our visitors. One of them is a Cathedral of St. Mark. Also, very famous, the town of Marco Polo, where you can visit its house and the tower. It is one of the most popular places, of course. Marco Polo's birthplace, his house will be open this year after the renovation. And also that is very important for us in Korčula. Also, there are other venues to visit. Also, if you decide to visit the town, then you have to reserve it with at least half of the day to visit its venues. Also, there is the town museum in Korčula that is under renovation as well. In the Gabriel's Palace, it is going to be open this year again. So these are many things to see in Korčula and interesting places to visit. This is Marco Polo Tower. Also, Marco Polo, who is famous as a world traveler from the 13th century, this is his family house. Korčula is famous as well for its traditional sword dance, Moreška dance, but also it is famous for other sword dances on the island called Mostra and Compania, which you can see during the summer months very regularly in Korčula. It is unique, so this is a must when you are in Korčula. Also, there are religious traditions and this is one of them as a procession of brotherhoods. But when you are in Korčula, then you will have also a lot of luxury. We have great hotels, places where you can stay as hotels, villas, and also wellness and spa, the one in Marco Polo and Lešić Dimitri Palace. Outdoor activities in Korčula are numerous. You can enjoy in Korčula archipelago, visiting by boats, going around on your own or on excursions. Also, beside other things, you can cycle through beautiful scenery on the island. Also, you can take tours. You can visit island product tasting places, such as olive oil, such as wineries and others. You can hike, cycling, scuba diving, sailing especially. I know you are interested about surfing. Korčula is nearby Orebić, that is famous for its surfing championships, windsurf championships of Formula One, and also you can enjoy sailing as well. We have a great sailing club in Korčula, in which you can enjoy that tours. So there are most beautiful sunsets in Korčula as well. So there are a lot of things to enjoy on the island. Traditional food and wine is very exceptional. You already have heard about one Michelin star on Korčula Island. It is exactly in the town of Korčula, Lešić Dimitri Palace, and we are very proud of it, to be awarded by the first Michelin star in this area on the island of Korčula. Also, the Pošip white wine is declared as the first Croatian white wine in 1967, and olive oil has a protected designation of origin of the EU. There are many events to see in Korčula, of course, such as cultural, sport, enogastronomic, or traditional events. So I think you should definitely visit Korčula and also to spread the word about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, Hannah.
It's, the places are so beautiful because of the modules that you can build the program are so different, so and cultural and sports and just to be in the sea, because the swimming in Adriatic is really something special. We have Mediterranean as well, but it cannot be compared. This absolutely pure water and cold water. And I was there in September, and I think that September, October, the holidays, when we have holidays, it can be a perfect solution to start to go for trips and to enjoy. Thank you, Hannah, so much. So please finish sharing the screen. And now I invite Niksha and Aida, my friends from Trpan. Trpan, it was 1 week on Trpan, was equal, I think, to 3 months of vacations in some place, because so relaxing, so beautiful. Please, where are you?
Hello.
Where are you, Niksha and Aida?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, okay.
So,
please, welcome.
Just a second, here's...
So by the way, the photo that you see on the back screen of it is my photo that when I walked there. So not taken from any stock.
This is also my photo from Trpan, Trpan Beach. Yeah.
Yeah, we know that you are a perfect photographer, Niksha.
I'm a hobby photographer, not perfect,
beautiful, beautiful.
Good one. Okay, Let's say something about Turpan. Turpan is a small town. Oh, my PowerPoint is not going. Yeah. It's a small town in northwest part of Dubrovnik County, Dubrovnik-Neretva County. And I have to say one thing I read a few days ago, that American portal Motor One found this road from Stone to Turpan, one of the 10 best road in the street in the world for joyride. So if you are driving with this road from Stone to Turpan, you will be driving at one of the 10 beautiest roads on earth, said by Motor One portal from America. Turpan is, I would say, a jewel with a long history and rich cultural heritage traced back to the Roman period. Roman Empire built a tower at Turpan Port, which was looking to traffic between Peljesac and Hvar and Neretva. And also the Turpan was export port for Dubrovnik Republic for salt and salty fish. These days, Turpan is, we call it Mediterranean paradise, with countless cobble and sandy beaches, biking trails, healthy lifestyle, and so on. Turpan is perfect family destination. It's safe. I think it's in today's Europe is #1 priority. Safe. It has crystal clear sea, fresh air, good atmosphere, and kind people. If you are in active tourism, you have Turpan is ideal for, say, hiking, for bicycling, because we have 2-kilometer coastline from one to other part of Turpan, with Mediterranean vegetation from one side and sea from other side. Also, a lot of cycling enthusiasts from all over the world is coming to Turpan to try our bicycle roads. Also, the weather in Turpan has the ideal condition for all year-round sports. During summer, it's water sport. During winter, it's hiking, cycling, and so. If you are more in gastro-tourism, so what we can offer you? We can offer you local fresh fish, wine, oysters, local cuisine, and fresh food. Also, my colleague said to you that Peljesac has one of the greatest red wine in the world. It's called Dingac, but I can say it's all red wines from Peljesac are great. The Peljesac sort of grape is called Plavac Bali. It's grandfather of Zinfandel grape in America, which is one of the best red wine in the world. We are offering our guests best from our seeds, from our gardens, from our wineries. And as colleague said, Mediterranean food is one of the best cuisine in the world. So why don't you try it? Just came and try it. If you are more in cultural tourism, the Turpan can offer you a lot of entertainment, concert, classical music, or even rock music, or any kind of cultural nights. Maybe you are more in clubbing, or maybe want to listen to some Dalmatian clubbers. It's a cappella groups. We can offer you from May to October almost on daily basis, but we have some happenings from all the year. Also, oh, there's some pictures from a consort in Turpan. And if you're more in medical tourism, there is a famous Turpan medical mud. In this white circle, you can find the place of this mud. And this mud is highly efficient in treatment of various rheumatic diseases. If you're more in pleasure and leisure, you can enjoy in different kind of beaches in Turpan. If you want sand beaches, rocky beaches, concrete beaches, gravel beaches, just say it, we have all kinds of beaches you are looking for. When we are talking about accommodation, there are a few hotels in Turpan, but we can offer you different kind of accommodation, some like this one, or more modern one like this. And a colleague from Corčula said they had the best or beautiest sunset. I'm sorry, the best sunset is in Turpan. As you can see, I was try to be very clear and very fast, because there is so many information here. Maybe we can have a video here, Ida.
Yeah, if you just stop the screen sharing, and then I can quickly switch on. Just a second. Okay, share screen. And
Aida, can you please comment a little bit? Aida, do you hear me?
Irena, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. I wanted to...
Okay, I don't know what happened. So it's so peaceful place. It's very good for the family vacation. There are small boutique hotels, and the food can be any kind of the guests need, and also for yoga groups, you know, any kind of sport oriented guests. And the beaches 10 kilometers far from Trpanj are famous, one of the most beautiful beaches and not crowded beaches. Our beaches are...
Tell about our base, Maya.
Okay.
The base when you
Unfortunately,
absolutely alone can be, yes.
yes, you can be new there and enjoy your privacy, and you can get the coffee on the bank of the sea. So there are so nice opportunities for guests. Probably it's a unknown place for Israeli citizens. We would like really to welcome them there.
What I would like to add, Maya, sorry.
Yes?
What I would like to add that in September that I experienced this when vineyards and this harvesting of, yes, so beautiful with all this aroma and the views, and it is a really nice experience also to the families can join it.
Okay, should we invite somebody else to be a guest this September on Peninsula
I think that we will come.
Yeah. So basically,
okay.
You all in Israel could see that, and I had the pleasure of visiting Israel. So basically, there is, as you can tell, there are many similarities in nature, especially when you see the color of the soil, you know, the olive trees, the sea, and everything else. So basically, our part of the Mediterranean is much closer, basically, to what you have in Israel. And culturally wise, I think you will find many similarities. So, you know, I know based on my experience in Israel that a lot of actually Israelis, you know, would love visiting our part of the coast.
Thank you, Aida. Thank you, Aida.
I'm sure that Vera will find some more connections.
Now we have Vera. Vera, are you ready?
Yes.
Great. So introduce yourself. So now this finalizing of all this region and all the opportunities for our guests. So
yes, I'm just trying. My connection is also not really good here because we are all working these days from home. Okay, just a second. I would have to find where to actually share my presentation with you, and in the meantime I would like to thank both Irena and Maya for can you see my presentation now?
We see your screen meanwhile. We see your screen, so just to open.
Just a second. Just a moment. Anyway, thank you, both of you, for organizing this, and thank you for all the participants for having the time for us and willing to know about Croatia. So at the moment, it's downloading. It's a bit big because Irena asked me to tell you about most of the hotels. It is what I'm trying to share, but you can just see me. Anyway, my presentation.
But we see your screen. It is not. Please click once more on this where you have PowerPoint.
Okay.
Click once more, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click once more.
I did. I'm trying to share it, but I don't know what's going on. We had yesterday also. I'm joining the meeting now, but
no, you are absolutely. We see your screen. It's okay.
Yes.
Now only click on where it's written Gulliver Travel for Israeli Market. So just click on this document. Make double click.
Okay, no problem. Just a moment.
Just to download it. Oh.
It's not downloaded, I'm sorry. Can you see it now?
No, it's downloading, I think. So
Not yet?
not yet. So maybe I will try now.
It's a pity I didn't send you this, the new one. I changed a little bit today when you asked me about.
So maybe let us what I offer maybe. So you cannot download it.
Vera, možda stvarno 2 puta kliknite na ovo što je zatamnjeno, druga verzija. Probajte
Jesam, new share, evo, sad ću probati.
Oh, beautiful, yes, we have it. Okay, so just make the full screen.
Okay. Do you see it now?
No, now, okay.
Okay, so sorry for the interruption and for this little technical problem. I would say those little technical problems. I'm representing Gulliver Travel. And as I said, Irena asked me to tell you something about the hotels. So my presentation will be more about Dubrovnik hotels and less of what could be done. But however, I wouldn't be here if I did not mention the possibilities of excursions, which are our main products. So you all know that Dubrovnik is, I would say, the best known destination of Croatia, the town that has a 14 centuries long history. And as Nikolina mentioned, mostly oriented to air travelers. So we are very much hoping that very soon the Dubrovnik airport would be able to receive more flights, actually, which depends on mostly of the situation in other countries, not that much in Croatia. And then we would back all of your clients, we would have them back here in Dubrovnik. How to reach Dubrovnik, also Nikolina mentioned by car. We are at the far south of the country, so I would rather say the easiest way from Israel, of course, is by plane. And here we're welcoming you, our company, my company, which I'm proud to say was the first private company founded in ex-country, in Yugoslavia, 1989. Since 2000, we are the part of TUI, and since 6 months ago, from December 2019, we are 100% owned by TUI. Well, we are a middle-sized company, I would say, with 110 employees in 6 branches, but the whole production is in Dubrovnik. So we are about 40 commercial agents, each having its part of production. And I heard that Dorit loves to make some tailor-made programs and so on. So I guess she has incentives, and this is what is my everyday job. This is how I met Irena during a health congress in Istria. Why I'm telling that we have 6 offices? Simply because we are actually ready and we can support your clients 24/7. Our logistics centers you can see here, so no matter if they are in Istria County, on Korčula Island, or wherever, always within 1 hour drive, there is somebody from our company. We like to say that, and we are aware that there are a lot of competition nowadays, so we want to be always ahead, a step in front the others, and this is how actually we are counting on having the products thanks to our creative team and thanks to some exclusivity, especially in excursions that I'm going to tell a little bit later on. These are our products. So we do, first of all, one-day excursions from the Dubrovnik area, but also from Split and Istria. We have mini cruises. You will see one slide with the.
Yeah, show us. This is especially Vera.
Yes, and of course we have villas in the countryside and a lot of tailor-made programs, which I believe, especially this year and the next year, until we are. This is something that probably will be requested a lot. So, as I promised to Irena and Maya, a couple of hotels of Dubrovnik that are our good partners, even though we worked with all of the hotels, but those where we have a big volume, so to say, and we can count on really good contracts are, first of all, Valamar Hotels. That's a chain of hotels. Their Valamar Collection president, we like also not just for the leisure travelers, but we also like it for MICE because they have a very important MICE facilities. Then another hotel from the group is Valamar La Croma, which is 4+ star and one of the biggest meeting halls with lots of smaller meeting rooms. So this one can have up to 400 participants in a congress or meeting, each in a single room, because they have exactly 401 room. And also they have those lovely duplexes that I know are preferred by families. You see the bedroom and the bathroom are here up the stairs, and this part could be a living room or a place for a child family. Then our partners are also Adriatic luxury hotels. They own the biggest number of 5-star hotels in the whole country. My favorite is this one, Dubrovnik Palace. Why? Again, from the point of view of MICE business, all of its almost 300 rooms are sea view and balcony. So all the clients, if you're having a meeting or a congress, incentive, whatever, all the clients can have the same standards. They have also not just the beautiful view to Elephant Islands, but they also have Vala Club. That's a special space here within the hotel, but still separate, that could be taken into exclusivity for a special dinner, for a meeting, or even for a wedding, for example. Then Hotel Bellevue is a bit smaller. It has about 80 rooms approximately, high on the rock, and its greatest advantage is that it is only 15 minutes walk to the city center, to the historical part of the town. So you don't need a car, you don't need a public transportation, you can just easily walk by the sea and visit the historical core of Dubrovnik. Another hotel of the same company is Excelsior. Its advantage is that it's facing the old town. You can see here the city walls and the old city harbor. And I would say that Excelsior is, well, let's call it the iconic hotel, because lots of crown heads, lots of celebrities, starting with Queen Elizabeth, going to, I don't know, Prince Charles, if you want to talk about this, to Golda Meir and others, visited this hotel. And there is a little space in the hotel, I would call it not the hall, but the room of fame, where you can see the photos of all those people famous in the world of sport, entertainment, or, as I said, the crown heads. Then there is another complex, another chain called Importane Resort Hotels. There are 5 hotels altogether. Just this one, Neptune, is a 4-star. All others, Royal Blue, Royal Princess, Royal Palm, and Ariston are 5-star hotels. And that complex wouldn't be complete without their villa. This is a villa that could be rented for the summer, but just a villa as a whole. So you cannot book a room in the villa, but just the villa as a whole. And this also could be ideal for some family gatherings, maybe some family celebration. So a couple of slides from the inside of the hotels in Portane. And sometimes you have clients that like to visit the hotel brands. We have Hilton Hotel in Dubrovnik. It's literally at the foot of the old town. And that's the oldest hotel in the town, built 1906. So they celebrated 100th anniversary a long time ago. And of course, your clients who are used to Hilton standards can find it in Dubrovnik. And also it has an amazing view to the old town. A little bit out of the town, but ideal for a great rest for the families, for kids as well, is the Dubrovnik Sun Garden Resort. Why the resort? Because they have 201 rooms in the main building, and they have those little villas, that could be 1 or 2 bedroom villas, so adapted for 2+1 or 4+1 persons, with 3 swimming pools, ideal for those who are in the resort but don't want, for example, to be together with families with kids, because there's a special kids swimming pool. And the place where from you can easily take a boat, a shuttle boat, to go to the old town. And of course, there is also a pebble beach in the hotel that belongs to the hotel. Small hotels, which I believe will be highly appreciated these days, just a few I will mention. This is Pucic Palace, one of the 2 small hotels in the old city, a 5-star one with 60 rooms, having the name of the family which built that Baroque palace you can see here back in 17th century, and that is overlooking the green market, the farmers market here on the photo. But don't be afraid, the soundproof is really great, so you won't be woken up in the morning by people coming to the market. Then there is a lovely hotel opened maybe some 4 or 5 years ago. It's called Prijeko Palace. This is the palace on the Prijeko Street that is owned by a Dutch company, Dutch owner, with 8 rooms only, but all the rooms are really chic and stylish. And the hotel has a lovely terrace overlooking the old town right here. So even if you are not a client of the hotel, but you would like to celebrate something, let's say the bar mitzvah for 20 people, for example, the restaurant on the terrace could be rented in exclusivity. Then Hotel Kazbek. It's an old Renaissance villa with 12 rooms only, however, with a small meeting room as well. So if you have a client, a company that would like to have like board meetings for 12 people only or less, this is an ideal place, and it is in the harbor called Gruž. Well, something about us, because our main product are still excursions. Our best sellers are excursions to 2 neighboring countries, to Montenegro, to visit a lovely island of Our Lady and St. George, close to this little town called Perast, or to visit Kotor, which is exactly like Dubrovnik, a place on the UNESCO World Heritage list. So it's a 1-day excursion, and I can say that it is maybe the best sold excursion of Gulliver. Followed by another one, again in another country, in Mostar. So you see, Dubrovnik is ideally placed because within Within one day, you can visit 2 other countries, and I know that a lot of people like to use that.
Vera, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you because of the time is limit. And we understood so beautiful. You talk about the hotels. I'm really glad that you showed all the opportunities from big hotels to that. But I would like to leave the time for questions, if possible. Okay? It is so beautiful, and of course, this show us a lot of slides. Yes, again, wineries.
Yes, okay, just let me, Irena. Sorry, just let me show you 2 excursions that are our exclusivity.
Okay, okay.
Someone else is selling this, and this is the wine train in Konavle, where you can taste great, especially Malvasia. So if you go to Peljesac, you taste Dingač as a sort of the Plavac Mali, while here you taste the white one called Dubrovnik-Malvasia, or the catamaran we have here. The catamaran, which is owned by Gulliver, brand new, built 2019 in France. The capacity is 80 people. Or for those who would like a 7-day vacation, there is this yacht with 19 cabins. So approximately 37, 38 people could be accommodated here. It's the luxury category. And we have another one which is a 5-star, but this one is luxury, and it's the guaranteed departures every Saturday from Dubrovnik Harbor, visiting the islands of Mljet, Korčula, Brač, and Hvar. Okay, and the highlights, of course, I wouldn't miss to mention Dubrovnik Synagogue from 15th century. So why don't you send us a wedding couple here to Dubrovnik? Because I'm sure one of the 2 rabbis from Zagreb would love to have the ceremony here. So basically, we will run over what you can buy here as a souvenir. And sorry, I'm leaving you now for questions.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Please, questions. You have all the opportunities to ask all the questions. So please go out from the screen, Vera. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just stop sharing the screen.
Okay.
I would like to ask Vera a few questions about small groups, small incentives.
Vera, I'm sorry, hold on a moment. You stop sharing in the down, we see your screen, Vera. So in the below, you can see stop sharing the screen, just. No.
I left it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
No, we are still viewing. In when you stop green, stop sharing the screen.
Yeah, I see, but I don't see the screen. That's the point, because just a moment.
We see all your screen.
You
don't want to read your emails. Yes.
Read my emails. Very good. Okay. Yes.
Okay, hotel beds. We see everything, all your secrets.
All your secrets, Vera. Vera, on Zoom meeting, you have below on.
Yes, I know.
Share the screen. Stop sharing the screen.
Okay.
Just a second.
Okay.
I did it. It's okay. I did it.
No, you didn't. Okay.
No, you don't have to leave the meeting, otherwise, okay.
Okay, so please.
Now it's okay. Okay, I would like to ask Vera about meetings and incentives, because where is Vera? I can't see her now.
She left the meeting. Hi,
So it's a problem.
I will send a message to Vera to join us again.
Yes, to join again.
Yes.
Just to join again.
So she can't answer me if she
left.
So
meanwhile, are you satisfied? Yes, with the presentations.
So I would like to thank everybody for wonderful presentations, and I hope our guests learned a lot, new things that actually were I also learn, being a lot in tourism, I didn't know about those hidden places in Croatia. And I think it's beautiful opportunities to bring, after all the crisis, to bring tourists there. And you can be also unique with your knowledge. Now you got a very, very
ajde,
good
dignite
knowledge.
se opet. Vi ste napustili sastanak, ajde vratite se ponovo, čekaju vas da vas pitaju. Ok, i vi reagirajte na ono da li civili ne vole u Dubrovniku turiste. Molim vas, recite.
Lisa,
Okay,
do you
ajde,
have question? I see on your face that you are smiling when you have question.
I just enjoyed the Hrvatski language that
I know.
and she forgot to unmute.
Really?
So that's it. No, I just amazed.
And Lisa knows Croatian. Yes, Lisa, you know Croatian, yes?
Yes,
Well,
Lisa was conducting the tour. She was the guide, the tour leader of some groups we had in Croatia 2 years ago.
Well, I work in Croatia since Croatia, Slovenia, and Montenegro a little bit, less than the others, since 2012, and it became like home almost. So I don't really speak Croatian, but I understand quite well. So it was a big pleasure to see, and I really, really hope, especially for me, and I have some connections. Where is Vera? Still didn't come back.
Okay, she's probably trying to connect.
Okay, but she mentioned yoga traveling, so that's something that is interesting for me, and to find some really amazing places to have some yoga retreat with, of course, traveling around and nature, etc., etc.
Irena, should we refresh our knowledge about yoga in the nature near Orebić, about the Orebić? Do you remember that? Last year we visited.
Yes,
that
we
place.
visited there, and it was perfect. There are above the sea. There are just how you say, under the trees and with view to trees, very separate from any place. Maya.
Sorry, but
a lot of options, including Trpan as well for yoga.
Yes, I saw it. It was beautiful, of course.
For yoga in Trpan, I saw there are do you see this photo? Yes. And when
I
you
see the photo, and I noted for myself the name Trpan.
Yeah, yes, and there are two hotels, small hotels, but I visited with Maya this boutique hotel. There are 5-6 rooms. It is exactly, we spoke with Maya that it is perfect for a small group for yoga, and then they have the roof looking all this sunset, and the kitchen with very special food can be prepared, of course, appropriate to yoga trip. So it can be also very interesting. All the details we can work out together, and I always available to help you where I was, and we will continue. We will continue more in deep our seminars now with products. Now it was 5 meetings, so it was great. And we made the overview of each part. We will have one more part, Slavonia Baranja. It is the eastern, northeastern part of Croatia, that it is very interesting. It is absolutely unknown, but
no, it's not unknown. Yeah,
it's absolutely unknown, but it can also be very, very good. So,
still kind of.
Can you please call to Vera to connect again on the same link?
Okay. Well, she tried, but she couldn't succeed, and she's sorry because of that. And she would like to ask all the participants for all potential questions to send it to you.
Okay.
Or please,
okay.
You are the hub.
I will coordinate. Please
yes,
write me
do
the
it.
questions. Everybody have my mail.
Of course.
So we will
Okay.
coordinate and we will send to there. I will
Yes,
assist.
please do, and do it especially to Dorit, because it was her
I
intention
will
to talk to
connect. I
Dorit.
will connect.
Okay, do it.
So Maya,
Irena will do the connection.
very
No problem.
special thank to you for bringing us experts of this region, and thank you so much. And Hannah and Nicolina and Thea and Aida and Niksha, everybody who shared all the beauties of this very, very nice place. And our guest as well.
Well, and I would like to really thank you, Irena, for your great love for our people, for our country. And we would like to share the same feeling toward your country and your people and all these participants and the potential partners and the friends. Please nominate one of them and bring to my place next September. We will try to show our hospitality.
We will make the competition. Who will go to your place?
Yes, all of us will want to come.
Always friends. And especially I would like to say a big thank to my group, let's say my group, that were really willing to share all that information, nice pictures, nice stories. And I would like I'm looking forward to the future, to being more connecting and to see your guests, your clients here in our country and feel our hospitality.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
So
Great.
Pleasure is all mine.
Anybody wants to tell something, please welcome. There is. So,
Goran, are there any news?
Any news? Ambassador spoke with Mr. Halevi, Israeli Minister of Tourism, and we spoke also with the deputy in the Ministry of Health, and Croatia will very probably enter to this list of few countries which will be on the so-called green list as a safe destination for Israeli tourists. We spoke with the representative of Croatia Airlines here. He said probably by mid of June, latest beginning of July, they would like to start with the flights to Dubrovnik and Zagreb. And they are planning from August, if the booking will be okay, to have eventually 2 or even 3 flights a week from Israel to Croatia. So these are the news. We have also some phone calls from Israeli tourists from time to time now already to the embassy. They are asking, maybe if you know, especially for Dubrovnik, then the hotels will open or when they will start to open, and if there will be some special measures connecting to Corona, some people ask, so this will be useful. Maybe Nicolina or somebody, if you have any information about it.
Well, the difficulty is that the things are changing every day.
I know.
So it's not only every day, it's even every hour. So at the moment, the information that we have is that the measurements will be lower, and each day they are putting off some of the measurements that till the end of month the traveling will be easier, but the problem is other countries. So for example, yesterday there was an official statement from police that all EU citizens can travel around with just an information, and then today they already are saying, okay, but they need to have reservation, they need to have, so each day they still are trying to give us some information regarding the travel, but it's still really hard to know exactly how to behave. So
Great.
I'm afraid this is a situation where we need to be patient and hope for the best. But we see at the moment that the measurements are lowering, and I believe this month everything should be back at normal regarding Croatia and the borders. But then, as I mentioned, the airplanes, the travel and everything, that depends on the company and on how will they arrange the travel according to each of the countries' regulations they give.
So we take care to inform everybody. Yes, Goran, we are absolutely together, and all the news we exchange news all the time.
Yes, so, I'm in contact with Irena almost every day, and so as soon as the real or the precise information we will have them, we will inform you, of course, during the meeting.
So I think that we will now we will make the first round. I call it the first round. We will have one more meeting. I would bring Slavonia and Baranya as well. Yes, maybe not for summer, but further development. It's absolutely unknown. Yes, but after that, we will start talking about concrete programs. Concrete programs. I will apply to our Croatian partners to bring the concrete program. So we will be able to discuss the concrete programs in concrete hotels and to show the products, just to show the products. Because of the base we have done already, so with this knowledge of Croatia. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Irena.
Bye.
Shabbat
Have a
shalom.
nice weekend. Shabbat shalom.
Have a nice
Shabbat
weekend,
shalom.
everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you to everybody. Bye.
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 Bye. We'll keep in touch. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Irena. Bye.
Bye.
Nice weekend to everyone.
Bye.